Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com, and welcome back to our brand new series called Serve and Scale, where we look at what can you borrow to build, what can you leverage to launch, what allows you to 10x your audience, your output, your impact, and ultimately your income on a bootstrap budget. So I want to show you really quickly a simple idea that I think doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but for many of you, this is actually part of a live consultation that I did a while back. And essentially, we're looking at answering the question, who is hustling in a given niche market, vertical industry, or locality? And when I say hustling, like who are the people who are selling to the people that you need to acquire to build your community, right? So, who is actually selling to the members that you've identified as your ideal audience? And I'm actually going to walk you through this is a real client, and I'm going to show you the recommendations that I made to them predicated on this particular approach, which I don't really see many people using, or I don't see many people actually thinking of this particular idea. So I want to articulate it in the hope that it is useful to some of you who will. Now, I will also say that this particular approach is really, really good for these e-commerce ecosystems, right? So if you're building a marketplace style community where you're building this sort of e-commerce immersive exchange or experience where members can sell other members products and people can hire different sorts of professionals within a niche. So let's say you're building a local directory of restaurants. You may want to have restaurant website developers on that community as part of the service or professional part of your platform, right? So your restaurateurs in this hypothetical example could hire developers or content marketers or social media marketers that focus on restaurant industries in your or the restaurant industry in your local area. And of course, this works for any niche or idea. So essentially, here are the steps that I outlined for these guys. And let's see if any of this would make sense for you. All right. So here's, these are my words. Here's exactly what I do if I owned FA, which is the abbreviation for the platform itself. I've, anonymized that, so I'm not revealing too much about them over the next 7 to 14 days to make money, build real relationships, and scale up the appeal of the platform to your ideal audience. All right. Step one, I'd email a minimum of 100 professionals who offer financial marketing services or consulting services to professional advisors. And essentially, this is not the advisors themselves who these guys wanted to represent one bucket of their community, right? The actual people who offered a directory of folks who offered these services, but they also wanted to incorporate this e-commerce or marketplace style functionality where these advisors could hire people who actually offered marketing services or social media or content marketing or email marketing, web design, et cetera, video production, which was a big thing for these guys, right? To people who are in your ideal audience, right? So I would tell them about the new platform, that you're building a new WordPress directory, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, and tons of new community content serving the high-end and or ambitious investment advisor professional. Now, again, I think it's important here to distinguish in this very nuanced way that you're targeting high-end or ambitious people in this space when you use this particular approach, right? Because you're actually going to be you're subtly positioning yourself in this move to not the actual audience, not the advisors themselves or the dentists themselves or the doctors or yogis or whatever the niche is, but actually you're approaching the people who sell to those people at this juncture, right? Again, all via email. Two, or three in this case, I would set up a 20 to 30 minute phone consultation with all good respondents. And then Step four, I'd offer them a fully managed, and I've covered this idea of fully managed listings in the past, 12-month feature listing on the profile with prominent positioning across the platform, with a great guarantee that over the next 12 months, they'll be in front of the exact ideal client that drives and defines their business, right? So, I mean, if you're selling to these sorts of advisors or dentists or detailers or doctors or, authors or whatever it may be, right? You want to be in front of those people. And if you're building a directory of those people, the people who are selling to those people obviously are going to see value in your community. All right, and here are my parenthetical thoughts. I'd include a whole bunch of beta offers, discounts on services from folks like Mike Miller, was a guy I don't know, but they did, who offers video, who offered and maybe still does a video for advisor marketing consulting. I'd offer self-publishing strategies, discounts from people like Ian, which is me, right? So I'm actually promoting my own services, telling them they can include me on their platform and our business, our mindful marketplace community, to sell to their advisors as well. And in general, just make them an offer that's too irresistible to ignore, especially during this beta period. I'd also offer their current advisor clients, right? So if these guys are already selling to these, to your ideal audience, you can actually sweeten the deal so much by saying, hey, we're going to give your clients a free listing or a deep discount on their profiles on this super relevant directory, community, or platform, by dint of your association with me, right? So you're actually making the marketing folks look like they're getting their clients special discounts by virtue of, having relationships within the industry that can be passed on to their clients, right? I mean, that's a really, really appealing, attractive thing. And certainly it's something that I've used in my own business many times by dint of my relationships that I have with other software services or people or products or platforms. I can say to my clients, hey, here's how I can help you by dint of your relationship with me. All right. And then the last bit of this is, and again, this is available for download in your members area. There's a PDF, which is, you can grab this and, use it to your own, best, practice. All right. So in 7 to 14 days, blah, 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 blah. Right, you should be able to get like 10 to 25 people who will pay you in advance for the year, right? Whatever that amount is that you choose. Again, just focusing on the folks who sell to the kinds of people that are going to be on your directory, right? You can build long-term relationships with folks who will become the best word-of-mouth traffic source and enthusiastic evangelists for your blog, brand, business, and bank account. All right. And I really think that, if done properly, again, this is the easiest way to start making money sooner rather than later and to populate the directory with people who are eager for exposure. And again, it's this slight nuance and, you're approaching the problem from the other side, right? You're getting these people here who sell to the, the people that you're going to be attracting to your directory rather than the people you're attracting as step one, right? So you're actually doing like a reverse end around and getting these folks here who are hardcore marketers. They're hustling, right? They're the folks who are really ambitious rather than maybe the more sort of, kind of meh, kind of lazy people who are saying, well, shit, why do I need to be on another directory, or I'm already on 6 directories and getting no clients? You're actually going this direction first, which is these are the people who are ambitious and who are motivated and who are marketers, right? So they're going to understand the value maybe a little bit better than emailing the advisors in this case, or whatever is appropriate for your niche first. Okay, again, you can download this in your members area, and I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask. Thanks so much.